The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami had claimed over 12,000 lives in the southern part of India. But there is an interesting study which was conducted by IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. They studied two villages in southern Sri Lanka. First one, Vandarupa. This village had suffered around 5,000 to 6,000 casualties due to the tsunami. And in the second village, Kabhuela, only 2 people were killed because of the tsunami. Remember, both were coastal villages. So what was the factor that saved people's lives in second village? Surprisingly, it was a tree. Some of you would have seen it. It is not so huge, but mind you, it is very strong. The mangroves. So the first village, Vandarupa, had degraded mangroves, whereas the second one had around 200 hectares of dense mangrove forest. Professor M.S. Swaminathan, one of the leading agricultural scientists, reported that tsunami did very less damage in the areas which had dense mangroves than in the areas where the mangroves had been cleared or were absent. Worldwide Fund for Nature had reported that many fishermen in Andhra Pradesh had taken shelter in mangroves of Koringa Wildlife Sanctuary when the tsunami was hit, and they survived. What is in mangroves that makes it so strong? Mangroves has a dense root system which helps in absorbing and dissipating the wave energy before it reaches the coastal areas. And these intricate roots of the mangroves reduce the energy of the incoming waves, breaking them into smaller and less destructive surges. This means waves lose intensity before reaching the vulnerable areas. But sadly, only few mangroves are left. Most of these mangroves are being destroyed for the sake of urbanization, agriculture, etc. In the state of Odisha, most of the low-lying coastline areas have been stripped of mangroves to make way for shrimp farms, because of which a cyclone in 1999 had killed over 10,000 people and left 7.5 million homeless. You know, nature has its own way of protecting us, but we also must protect it in return.